Curious ads that suck in visitors, some email marketing tips, order page persuasion, and one-time offer copywriting secrets. That's a lot. That's a lot in this module. So roll up your sleeves, grab a pen and paper. Let's dig in right now. Just a quick dashboard overview of where we're at. We started back with the buy bait. That was the first one when we talked about all this stuff, the buy bait, because we start with the end in mind first. We figure out that sales letter, that sales offer, and we've got whatever the product is. Boom, that's our buy bait. And then last module, we went over the hypnotic headlines and the capture page. That's the lead bait. Now, to preface that, how do we get them? What gets them to our capture page is our ad. The ad that we write to get them through this, to get them down the rabbit hole here, okay? You want to get that ad like preceding the capture page. So that's where we're going. We got to get the targeted visitor first. We've got to drive them to an ad first before we get them to our capture page. They've got to click on a link or click on something to end up on our lead bait, i.e. capture page. And then when done properly with our headlines and what we covered last week, boom, we transform a visitor into a lead and we put them on our sales page and or buy bait. Then we send them on to our order page, where I'm going to touch on some really cool stuff about that we've tested that really helps conversions as you build your business and create these things in your life, in your business, the order page. And then boom, when they become a buyer, that is a magical moment. And OTO, the one-time offer, we're going to touch on this as well, because I really want you to get the whole, I know this isn't a funnel product, but I want you to get the whole spectrum of what we do inside of my businesses that has made us a lot of money, and the copywriting psychology that goes along with it, so you can take it and implement it into your business. Because that OTO 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to see makes up about 50 to 80% of the revenue that comes through the door with our tiny lead bait up front. Lead bait to buy bait. So we've got the $7, $10, whatever, $20 offer that goes into the order page, and then boom, we bring them into our OTO world, which is really where the money is made in our businesses. So cool. So we are starting with advertising again. This precedes your lead bait capture page. They've got to click something to get to this image, and that's where we're at right now, okay? Curious ads that suck in visitors. Everything, if you take nothing more from this module, my friends, everything must be laser congruent from ad to capture page, which is the capture page being your lead bait, to sales page, which is your buy bait, for maximum conversions. And we also talked about working backwards, that's why we did your sales page, your sales video first. From ad to capture to sales page, it has to be laser congruent. And with dangerously persuasive copy, everything you've learned right now up to this point, you have the keys to start from your sales page and work your way backward for a funnel that prints money. Your ad must hook them, stop them dead in their tracks, okay? The best part, you have already done the hard part, because your ad is literally just an extension of your capture page, which is your lead bait. This is so, when you get this, guys, this module is going to become so easy breezy. Like, this is the fun stuff, because it's so simple. The whole thing's fun, really, but this ad part is you've already done the work. Once you get your headlines in your capture page right, okay, and now you've got those 18 hypnotic headlines to catapult conversions and that cheat sheet that is back there, okay, once you have the headlines for your capture page, your ads are already written. They're already written. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. Your number one best ad is this, the hypnotic, persuasive, high-converting headline you created for your lead bait / capture page in the last module. Whatever you wrote, whatever hypnotic headline that invoked curiosity, it captured their attention, engaged their brain, that is the headline. That is your ad, in essence. That is the exact same thing, and it has to stay congruent. And what's cool about that is, well, we'll get to that in just a second. Your advertisement. You want them to click your ad. Period. Guys, I mean, that's what you want, right? And I don't mean by writing ads that say, click here for a free PlayStation, right? You want targeted people that would be interested in your offer, okay? But the goal here is you want them to click your ad. The goal, make it more painful for them to not click than to click. And you're going to, guys, if you were with me on the Hypnotic Headlines module, a lot of these initial slides are the same because the ad is just an extension of the capture page. So it is the same parameters. It's the same thing. Okay. Remember, dangerously persuasive copy, all about them, 100%. And you know this already. Their needs, wants, desires. So write your ad accordingly. People don't buy your product. They buy the relief, the cure, the benefit, and or the real hidden benefit. Therefore, this should be your ad. And this is your capture page headline that you wrote last week. Now, features versus benefits. For example, the things that were, to keep it simple, the things that you guys have learned already to highlight, underline, bold, italics, and things like that, those are the benefits or the emotions. The emotions, the benefits, or the actions we want them to take, right? Free 12-minute workout this is an ad, for example, free 12-minute workout to lose 15 pounds in 10 days. The feature, who cares? I mean, that doesn't do anything really. Free 12-minute workout. So what? Pretty much, that's how you can tell the difference between a feature and a benefit. Feature, you got to ask yourself, so what? Why does the prospect care? They don't care about a 12-minute workout. They've probably done hundreds of them at this point. But you know what they want? The benefit of what that is they get to lose 15 pounds in 10 days. Or free YouTube strategy. Who cares? What's the benefit? To get, 7 leads in the next 24 hours so that you can build your business. That's the benefit. 7 leads in 24 hours, and the real benefit there is to build your business. That's the benefit. Saying just free YouTube strategy, not that cool. The feature, and this goes along the lines with everything from sales to headlines in the capture page all the way up to the ad, which is what we're on now. Features, not powerful enough. You gotta, and you guys know this, italicize, bold, and underline, and pop the benefit. What's the benefit? The real benefit of what you've got. If your product or lead bait makes their lives better, just say so in your ad. That's it. It's the exact same stuff as in your capture page. Use as many words as you require. And of course, I understand there are limits and boundaries with things like Google pay-per-click. And even if you're doing print media, you've only got X amount of room. You've got X amount of space, or with postcards. And even with Facebook pay-per-click, you've only got so many letters and words. Okay? Well, it's, guys, regardless of if there's a limit on how many letters or how many words can be in your ad, just use as many as you require to capture their attention, interrupt their pattern, engage them, arouse curiosity, and hook them to click your ad. Now, this may force you to get creative, guys, and that's okay. You're going to tap into your right brain, and if you have a small space, you're going to find, now that you know the things that make people tick, the 12 human needs and the languages, and how to get people to take action with specific words, and to elicit emotions and tap into images, metaphors, and speaking to their unconscious, because that's what makes the buying decision and gets them to take action. You know these things. So think of it as like a fun challenge, a fun experience to try and get into a tiny little space like a Google pay-per-click ad, which has 3 lines and a link, very limited space, but you can do this. And I'm going to show you in just a second. Invoke as much curiosity as possible. Guys, this is the front end. This is where the most, you've got to be the most creative and create the most curiosity as possible, because if you don't hook them, if you don't interrupt their pattern and engage them with your ad, they're never walking down your funnel. If you do not do the curiosity part enough here, and you don't have that, a huge, powerful human motivator, and you don't trigger that in their bloodstream from their neural system, you will never even get them in your funnel. And you can't have that. So and I'll show you what I mean by that. That's why we spent so much time on the Hypnotic Headline module last week. Specificity, as with everything, okay? Know exactly what your target market wants and needs, and that is your ad. And so facto, that is your capture page headline, okay? Know exactly where you're going to market your ad. This makes a difference, and you can get ultra targeted. For example, if you're marketing on Facebook, you can speak to people on Facebook in some way, shape, or form. You can get creative, like, hey, Facebook, Facebook lover, or hey, Facebook, whatever. You can get super creative where you can get laser targeted. If you're marketing something on LinkedIn, you can say, attention LinkedIn lovers, or LinkedIn business owners, or LinkedIn business professionals, something like that. That's what I mean by that. If you know where your ad is going, Not only can you get super laser targeted because you're targeting a specific market, but knowing where that ad is going can make you even more lethal in your language and your specificity and hitting them straight through the heart. Know exactly who you are going to target with your ad. We talked about this. It's the same as your capture page. Again, your ad is just an extension of your capture page. It has to be. It has to be. If they say, if they liked your ad enough to click, now get this. If they liked your ad enough to click, then your lead bait headline should say exactly the same thing to get their email address. That makes sense, right? In this formula that we're going through in Copywriting Mastery, you're starting with the sales page, but then from that, you're creating that hypnotic headline, and you've got the formula to do that. Heck, I give you my 18 best ones, just fill in the blank, paint by numbers. And that capture page headline is what exactly should be in the ad. Laser congruent. Guys, if you send someone if someone clicks on an ad that says whatever, I just keep going back to this simple example, lose 15 pounds in 10 days, and they click on that ad, they're interested, but the capture page headline is not congruent and talks about going fishing or fishing tips, right? That doesn't make any sense. If they're clicking your ad, they're interested. If they click on your ad, the capture page, all it needs to do and be is the exact same thing that was in your ad. That's it. This is not rocket science. You did the legwork, you put in the effort up front with your capture page, your hypnotic headline. Now it's more of the same, but you're just in an even smaller real estate area where you've got maybe a couple of lines for your advertisement to get the click. Then when you get the visitor, your capture page does the work. You made them click with the language, right? Now we got to make them opt in, fill out the form with the exact same language. Chances are they will do that because they've already raised their hand and said, yes, I'm interested. They clicked on your ad. And the exact same thing. This is the exact same thing as the capture page, is the hypnotic headline stuff. It must have perceived value. And you can get this point across in 3 lines in a Google pay-per-click ad. Okay, must have perceived real value. Must offer a laser-targeted solution to a laser-targeted market. You must convey you actually have a solution to their pain. You must promise one big daddy solution versus a million little things. You must be fast and easy. People want fast and easy. And what I mean by that is something that they can devour and digest quickly. It's fast, it's easy, they know exactly what they're getting. You must give your prospect instant gratification, instant pleasure when they click on your ad. Must be specific. Your prospect must know exactly what they are getting and in what format, where possible. Of course, if you've got a very limited space for your advertisement, you may not be able to get as many words in, but when and where possible, as much specificity. Remember, we talked about this. 40, whatever it was, maybe it's a 12-minute video. Maybe it's a PDF, right? A 13-page PDF, or that 7-point checklist, or that 6-step blueprint. Something along those lines. It'd be as specific as possible in the ad. And then, guys, you're just going to rinse and repeat and say it on the capture page. Remember, you want to speak to their unconscious, elicit feelings, emotions, metaphors, anchors, stories, analogies, and images. That is the goal with everything that we're doing here. That's how we get people to buy. Right there. Feelings, emotions. And to really tap into that, metaphors, anchors, stories, analogies, images. And you're going to want to start with the advertisement because, well, that is where you have to start. So, same as with your headlines, guys, and your capture pages. You want to capture their attention, engage their mind, interrupt their pattern, invoke curiosity in their brain, convey to them that you have the solution that they want, fulfill their needs, get the people, the right people. I definitely want to absolutely harp on the fact that you get the right people to click your ad. If it's not a targeted prospect or someone interested in your ad, you could be paying per click and getting someone that has absolutely no interest in what you have to offer, in your lead bait, in your buy bait, nothing. So you absolutely want to roll up your sleeves, put your marketing hat on, and make sure you know your market. Like we've been talking about, you've done some research, you know exactly what their pain is, you know what they want, you know what they need, and you start fulfilling those needs. So get the right people to click your ad. Let's move on here. Now, guys, this is everything. You've got to capture their attention with your ad. You've got to stand out. There's, depending on your niche and who else, I don't know how competitive your business is or how many people are marketing something similar or the exact same thing, who knows? But you've got to stand out. Your ad needs to stand out. Now, guys, why does Geico use that funny little cute Geico or the gecko, the talking gecko? Because that is not normal. Who's ever seen a talking gecko? That they don't do that. Like, that's not just like a cute gimmick. They're doing that because they know that when that thing comes on TV, you're going to watch him talk. It is something out of the ordinary, different from our reality. It interrupts our current thought pattern or whatever we're doing and captures our attention and engages us. I'm telling you, the girl on the right, guys, I mean, sex sells, right? It does. And Bud Light, I don't think that woman up there drinks too much Bud Light, but that is what is on their cases when you buy their beer, or used to be when I was in college. It interrupts the people who are drinking Bud Light most likely. Well, I shouldn't say that. Men and women will both enjoy, a Bud Light from time to time, I assume. But they know what they're doing with that. It's going to interrupt probably their target market's thought patterns. Okay. The same thing with the talking, Taco Bell little cute dog, right? Yo quiero Taco Bell. Talking dog, cute, pattern interrupt. And I love the, who is that? That's the, Hump Day, woo woo. What the heck company is that? Isn't that funny? I don't even remember the company who that is, but the ad itself, guys, that will stick with you because it interrupts our current thought pattern. It stands out. It is outstanding and captures our attention, engages us because it's out of the realm of what we are used to. If you're just watching a TV show and that thing pops on, they know what they're doing there. My guys are telling me just now that it's Geico. Not only did they get the darn talking gecko, but they got the Hump Day, that silly little camel that went viral, and there's memes all over the place online. So anyway, the takeaway here is pattern interrupt. This is the type of stuff that you need to do if you want to stand out and get clicks, induce curiosity, capture their attention, engage their mind. Okay, I'm not saying go out there and try and get a talking dog to do your advertising for you, but you get the point here. And I'll show you what this means here and how you can apply it in your business. This is just an example of me getting creative with this pattern interrupt stuff. This is a baby, super cute. That little ball is holding an image of my company there. This is for a webinar. I want people to join here for one of my companies. And it cuts through their thought patterns. I put this on Facebook, and within like a minute, 35 likes, 21 comments. And the copy, dangerously persuasive all the way, as you are now going to do from here on in, yes? If you decide to not register right now, you see that language, not what I want them to do, register right now, using that negative to be able to persuade the language and write in a way that will serve me and start dropping these commands in their brain, both conscious and unconscious for tonight's webinar, you will make this baby cry. He is very, very adamant on you registering for tonight's webinar, and he just told me if for whatever reason you decide to not register right now, he will cry. Don't make a baby cry. Seriously, why would you want to make a baby cry? Don't make this adorable baby cry, my friend. Register here. He's not mine. He's pretty cute. You see the ball he's munching on. Hee. Fun, creative, out of the box, interrupt their patterns, engage their brain, capture their attention, and cut through their current thought patterns with creative, out of the box marketing. And this is just a great way to do something wild, outstanding, stand out on Facebook, stand out, outstanding, be different. Just an example of me being creative and using the same type of Geico, Bud Light, Taco Bell stuff that you see on advertisements. Well, we get to do that too when we know what we're doing. Just getting creative, using things like this that pierce people's patterns, that cut, that break what they're currently doing and engage and capture their attention. So, just wanted to give you some examples of some pattern interrupts. And now I just wanted to give you a couple examples of the headlines we talked about last week. What could be the ad that we write for that offer, for that capture page, for that lead bait, all that good stuff. So I just grabbed 3 randomly. And here's the first one, the testimony. And remember from last week, the testimonies, it just builds social proof. It instills belief. It creates trust. It builds rapport. And what I mean by a test, well, I'll show you in just a second. It implies before and after that you have a solution that can get X result for the prospect. Like, I've got proof. Here, this guy or gal was able to do it. Boom, why not you? You can too, all that good stuff. But exactly, in the prospect's brain, well, if he, she could do it, so could I. I personally use this one to get rich, as I said before. This could also be a perfect capture page to the sales video that we created a couple weeks ago. Okay, now I just took this from last week's slide here, and this is the capture page. This is an example of a testimony in a headline. Broke bartender goes from 30 grand in debt to 30 grand a month online because of one simple lead getting secret. Okay? Free 14-minute video. Very specific. It's free 14-minute video. That's how they're going to digest or consume the content. Reveals the one online lead gen hack that turned a broke bartender into an online millionaire. Now, cool. There's a capture page or the hypnotic headline. This is our lead bait. This is to get them through the door. What we're talking about now is ads. Guys, this is the headline that will convert. We just talked about the reasons, but it fulfills needs. This is exactly like this. We've already done this last week. We've created a headline that falls into that hypnotic headline umbrella that will get leads, that will absolutely engage, grab attention, invoke, induce curiosity. So now what? Well, remember, we started from sales page, we did capture page, and now we're on ad, and they're the exact same parameters. So what do you think if I were to write an ad for this right here, this capture page, what do you think the ad should say? What do you think it's going to say? I'll tell you right here. Broke bartender goes from $30,000 in debt to $30K in 1 month. Click here to see how. First off, whenever you can put click here or register in the actual ad, that's great. That's the command. You guys already know this stuff. But notice, it is just a regurgitation of the headline. That's all it is. Another example that you could test, broke bartender goes from $30,000 in debt to $30K in 1 month with one secret lead generation hack. That is almost verbatim exactly what the headline is. Now, depending on the space you have, wherever you're marketing this, I know there's going to be some limits on characters, words, length of the advertisement, depending on where you're marketing this online. This is an example of maybe what you could put in Google, and I didn't test or check out the exact spaces or anything like that, but just wanted to keep this as short and tight as possible, and I want you to start getting creative with your ads. Broke bartender turns millionaire. One lead gen hack yields 36 leads per day. Free 14-minute vid reveals the secret. www.myawesomeleadbait.com. Okay? That's not a real website, by the way. That's pretty much the layout of a Google pay-per-click ad where you get a couple lines and then a link. So this is just an example of what you can do, what I would do for an ad that was leading to this hypnotic headline that we created last week. So understand that you guys have already gone through the battle. You've been on the battlefield. You've gotten maybe scraped up a little bit, but you came out alive, and you've got a headline that with all the information we went over up to this point, you have the headline for your business and product. Now that you have the headline, the ad is just an extension of that capture page. It is that simple. When we got to this, I was wondering if everyone thought this was going to be like a huge A-bomb, like the secret advertisement language that gets 1 million clicks. The secret is in working from the ground up, from crafting the sales letter with the 10 steps to a kick-ass high converting sales letter, embracing and implementing some of those 17 print money copy tips, making sure that you go through those 13 action steps to get you writing today. You've got my 27-point checklist to ensure that that sales letter is being written properly with dangerously persuasive copy. You've got my mind hacks to sprinkle 50 of them to sprinkle all throughout your sales letter. Now we took it a step backwards. Well, that was the first one, the first piece, which was like the first 3/4 of this entire course, laying the foundation. Then last week, we dug into the capture page. You've done all the hard stuff. Give yourself a round of applause and a pat on the back because, guys, now we're home free. You've got the headline that converts. You know why it converts, and you know what needs you're fulfilling and what your target market wants. This is now a piece of cake. And I want you to believe that, guys. There isn't a magic advertisement that's going to pull or in terms of like, hey, I can just give you this and it'll work, because it has to. If someone's going to go and see those ads, for example, that top one, just broke bartender goes from 30 grand in debt to 30K in 1 month. Click here to see how. When they click that ad, they are interested. If I say anything else on my capture page or get too far from that on the next step, I will lose them. It is not congruent. If they're clicking the ad, which is great because online today you can pay per click, they've raised their hand. That next page has to say, you don't have a choice. It has to say the exact same stuff, or you won't get the conversion. That's not what the bait and switch. Come click here for a free PlayStation, and you try and sell them, your product. It doesn't. No, it's not going to work. But if you've done your legwork up front, and the ad, they click on the ad because the DPC, the dangerously persuasive copy that you've spent months on now at this point. They click on the ad, your capture page damn well better be the exact same language. Or you are doing yourself a disservice and your business will probably lose money because you're not advertising like a smart marketer, and you are one. I hope this just gave you an aha moment, because the ad, guys, is the last thing you think of, and it's already written for you when you write your headline in your capture page. You don't have a choice. It has to be. Now, when I first got started online, I spent so much time on my ad. In fact, I started the whole thing. I would go from try to write my ad to my capture page to my sales letter, which is probably part of the reason why I was $30,000 in debt. My first 3 years online, I was doing it backwards. I didn't know any better. I was learning this stuff. And then, I started figuring this stuff out, buying a ton of courses, going to events, and really testing this stuff. And it's already written. If you do this and follow this formula the right way, it's already written for you. Just a couple more examples because I want to hit this one home. This was another at random headline, hypnotic headline, that I just want to show you. We talked about the benefit, real benefit, hidden benefit. What does your product really do for your customer? What needs does your product fulfill? People buy the relief to cure the real hidden benefit. This could be your headline. Whatever the benefit is, whatever the real benefit of your product is, that could also be your headline. We talked about that last week. Again, if your product makes their lives better, just say it in your headline. Just say it. So this was the example of something that is the hidden benefit, like the real benefit of what one of my products could be. Lose 15 pounds in 10 days. I've got a free download, easy 15-minute workout to lose 15 pounds in 10 days. No treadmill or cardio required. Imagine your girlfriend's faces when you throw on the bikini this summer. That's the capture page. That is the lead bait that once they get to it, I hope, that's the goal is to exchange. I'm going to give them that download in exchange for their email address. So what do you guys think the ad for this capture page would be? I think you're getting it. I know you're getting it. Free download. Easy 15-minute workout to lose 15 pounds in 10 days. No treadmill or cardio required. Shocker. If they click that and the headline says that, your chance, guys, this is how we are getting 20, 30, even 50% conversions on some of our offers and capture pages, because we know it's laser targeted, laser congruent. Look great this summer in your bikini. Free download to lose 15 pounds in 10 days. No cardio required. It's more of the same. And what I would do is split test those two. It's so easy to split test these days with whatever medium you're using. Google pay-per-click ad. And guys, I didn't log into Google to make sure the characters were under the limit and things like that. I just wrote really short lines. If these were too long, you could get creative and knock them down a little bit as well. Free download, lose 15 pounds in 10 days. No treadmill cardio required. Here's the benefit, the real benefit. Bikini weather, here we come. That invokes, that's the image. They're going to, when they read that, they're going to picture themselves in a bikini. If they don't like what they see, or if they want to make that image look better of them in a bikini this summer, that will do wonders to get people to click the ad, and then the imagine your girlfriend's faces and when you throw on the bikini this summer. That will lead them down the path, and the path being your funnel, because you know how to write dangerously persuasive copy. Number 3, this is the last example. I think we can move on because I think everyone here, you guys are all intelligent entrepreneurs, and this is making sense, and this is easier than you thought now. Isn't this a relief? Guys, the hard stuff, the big stuff, the actual work we've gone through. You guys have put in the blood, sweat, and tears. You've done it. Now, I'm not slamming more info at you right now. This is just more of the same. Free. This was one of the hypnotic headlines, one of the words, one of the 18 that I gave you. People love free instant access, free download, PDF, video, 14-page book, 12-minute MP3 interview. Be specific. Tell them how they are going to consume the content. Okay? After they opt in, you can tell them on the sales page, as it's being delivered, as promised to their inbox. Check this out in the meantime. And what I mean by that, just I'm going to clear that up for you, is that if you're giving something for free away, what you could do is when they opt in and fill out the blank, you could send them whatever that was via email, and then basically say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, thanks for filling out the form. As promised, I've sent you the free whatever it is. Because you found that interesting, this is something that I think that you would also have an interest in or see value in. And then go into, whatever the presentation was. Or you could give them the free stuff. You could provide value, 15 minutes of whatever it was in a video, and then kind of transition from giving them value to sales to take the next step with you if they really like it. Like, give them a snippet. But then if they want to take it to the next level or master it, boom, here, $300 product. Here you go. Couple different ways. And we've talked about a couple of them throughout this entire process. Here is the capture page. Free 44-minute interview with copywriting legend Dan Kennedy reveals 3 tricks to instantly boost your conversions by 11.3%. At minute 33, Dan exposes the power of hypnosis in your copywriting, and it is not for the faint of heart. Here's your ads. Here's the ads that I will be testing. Something very similar to it. Free 44-minute interview with copywriting legend Dan Kennedy reveals 3 tricks to instantly boost conversions by 11.3%. That is verbatim. That is exactly, guys, word for word, what is in my headline. And that would be in my ad. And you know what? A huge percentage of the people who find that ad curious enough to click it, if they raise their hand, this is where a lot of marketers, they drop the ball. They miss the ship. They miss the boat. They're missing it totally because they're getting a click where all they had to do is make the headline say what got the prospect to click the ad. They've already like, hey, I'm interested. And then the message on the capture page is just incongruent with what they clicked on. Just have it say the same thing. It already worked for you once. They're on your page. And the second example here is just more of the same. Free 44-minute interview with Kennedy exposes the power of hypnosis in your copy for 11.3 conversion increase. Free Dan Kennedy interview. DK exposes the power of hypnosis. 3 tricks to boost conversions, 11.3%. MyAwesomeLeadBait.com. Okay. Cool. Pretty darn simple, right? You guys are getting it. You're loving it. I can feel it. I get it. I can see the light bulb. I can like feel it going on because it's going on for me right now. Like, this is, bam. Ads are pretty darn easy if you've done your work up front. Because it's just borrowing the headline and putting it in the ad. And then watching it go to work for you. I mean, literally, guys, all we are doing here is taking the headline of the capture page and moving it to the ad. That's it. That is all we're doing. And you don't have a choice. This isn't up for debate. It has to be this way. It's got to say the exact same thing. If you're getting the click, use the exact same language on the capture page. Watch what happens to your conversions. Watch. So I can't reiterate or just stress enough that I used to do this stuff backwards with the ad first, and go figure, I didn't have any results at all. I would write the ad and the capture page, which didn't speak the same language to the sales page, which was on a whole nother level. It was just ugly and gross. Starting from backwards to front is how I do it. It's how the big boys do it, guys, because it puts all the pieces in place. It's like just a little jigsaw puzzle. And once you lay the puzzle out and you put piece by piece, brick by brick into it with a strategic formula, it's actually hard to fail. And you may laugh at that, but guys, once you have you've got your offer, you know whether it's your business or product or it's someone else's affiliate product, you've got the product. You can create the offer and just kill it with everything we've gone through. Create the capture page that's congruent to the offer that fulfills needs, and then work your way backwards and just borrow the headline from the capture page into the ad, and you have a working funnel that can print money for you, okay? Very sexy, very cool. Email marketing tips. Let's transition here. Email, provide value regularly to your list. This isn't up for debate. You have to keep getting better, keep learning and keep teaching, keep providing value to your list daily. That is a huge takeaway here. You want to give value. In order to do that, you must get better. You must keep learning and keep teaching. And you do not build a list just to pitch them shit, guys. That's the fastest way for them to unsubscribe. As always, fulfill their needs. Refer back to the cheat sheets. often, all of them, not just the 12 undeniable needs, okay? Fulfill their needs. There are two goals with emails. When you go into whatever autoresponder client you use, you've got two goals. Number one is you want them to open your email. Number two, you want them to take action. And what I mean by that is click your link. Number one, let's just break this down as simple as possible. Number one, get them to open your email. That is number one. If you don't get them to click, you got nothing. So, same as the ad, right? Be different, stand out, be outrageous with your subject line. Pattern interrupt, capture attention, and engage. Guys, how many emails do you get a day? If you really want the prospect to not only notice your email, but physically click it and dig into the message, you've got to do this stuff, what we're about to go over. I like using, for me personally, I like using regular, relatable language like LOL, OMG. It's like for me, it builds rapport and trust. It shows you are real. And some of our highest opens have things like that. Like everyone's into text and mobile, guys. Everyone uses those little acronyms. Okay, use those. Start testing those in your subject lines, and you will see increases. Like, just be real, just be human, and you will see increases in your open rates. You don't want to talk to your list like a robot, like very angular and, hey, hello, how are you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect? Click here, open for X. You're going to want to have it to be fun. If it's not fun, it doesn't engage them, it doesn't entertain, it doesn't capture their attention and break whatever they're doing, break their patterns, whatever maybe they're playing on Facebook, watching TV, watching the kids, whatever. If it doesn't break what they're doing, you lose them. In fact, you never had them. This is a cool one. Good subject line that really gets good open rates for us. Just use the word re. You got the check I sent you for one of our affiliate programs. When we send checks, when people start receiving checks, one of the coolest things afterwards, if we send emails like that, you don't want to do this for bait and switch and just to make them open the email. If you can creatively transition something like that and be cool, just don't abuse your list. I'll just say be cool with this. And I'll leave it at that. But if you can use the word RE, it always captures my attention. And that absolutely does increase our conversions for open rates because think about it. You get an email that says RE, it means someone responded to you. Like they're getting back to you personally. So use that in your actual email subject lines and check out the conversion rates or the open rates. Get creative and have fun with this. Get creative and have fun. The goal, just so you know, guys, double digits opt-in rates are like money. That's awesome. 10, 15, 20. If you're at over 10%, you're a rock star. And I've heard anything from a couple percent to 5% to 10%. For me, if you can do 7, 8, 9, 10%, that's awesome. If you can do more than that, boom, rock star. Okay. I mean, we've got ones that can open anywhere from 20 plus 40. We've had 30, 40% open rates, and it's pretty cool. So anyway, just some metrics or some goals, some milestones to hit there. This is what I'm talking about. Get them to open, get them to click, and get paid. Stop. Guys, this is something that I used. The open rate was through the roof. Stop. We are getting naked at 9% Eastern time. We are getting naked. I just went into Google to pull it up real quick, took a snapshot. We are getting naked at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. That would capture someone's attention most likely and engage them, or at least pique some curiosity to get them to open the email. Okay. The email itself, it says nothing about naked until the bottom. I'll be co-hosting tonight, so let's strip this whole internet thing naked. That's it. One of the highest open rates we've gotten. Stop, we are getting naked. 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Pretty easy, right? But hey, it's engaging. It cut through some patterns, captured their attention. This was one, and guys, when I talk about have fun, just be cool, be outrageous, be fun, be different, stand out, be you, be you. Stop worrying about what people are going to think. Stop worrying about if you're going too far over the edge. Just be you, be real. In fact, the more you follow your heart and follow your message, the more people are going to be attracted to you, and the more greatness is going to come out of you, which is going to even attract more customers and prospects and friends and buyers. And be you. You have something, you have a message, and the world is tired of waiting for it. Step up and just be you and stop worrying about bullshit. Just do the thing. So Dagon and the Beast. Dagan and the Beast was just something a very dear friend of mine actually was able to travel the world with him and do some speaking over in Asia and UK, which was awesome. Anyway, sent out this email. This was just guys, that was an image in the email. Dagan and the Beast, this is big. A good friend of ours just happens to also be one of the greatest traffic getting wizards in our industry. Generates 2,000 plus leads per day. Notice what is bold and underlined there, the benefit, hint, hint. He's completely hit this traffic beast head on with guns blazing. Talk about imagery. He's completely hit this traffic beast head on with guns blazing. He's come up with something huge, whatever. Throw his face up there on Photoshop, done and done. And you can check it out here. And you can either send them to your blog or your lead bait, which I'm going to cover in a second. But just have fun with it. Okay? Just be cool, be you. Guys, take a deep breath of fresh air. It's okay to be you. In fact, you've got to be you. And that's a freeing feeling. That's liberating. Number 2, once we get them to open, we need to get them to take action, which is click your link. Write to one person, just like in your sales letter. Just like it makes them feel special. I see all too many marketers all too often say, hey guys, XYZ, and then go into their message. No, you want, when you blast and broadcast emails or set up an autoresponder list, write to one person. Provide value regularly to your list. Oh, I already got that bullet in there. I don't know how that snuck in there. I never, guys, just so you know, when people open my emails, I never write long emails anymore to my list. I used to because that's what the big guys were doing 5-6 years ago, but no more. No more. Think about it. How do you feel when you open an email and it's 10 pages long? Unless it's from like a super good friend, you're not reading that thing. You're not. You're busy. You've got other things going on. You don't have time to go through like a 10-page sales letter hidden in an email. So when they open, what I recommend is that you send them to your blog if you have something long to write. And I'll touch on that in just a second here. Prospect wants instant gratification. Quick, fast, fulfill their needs, get them curious to click the link in your email, create some pain, promise the relief, and boom, get them to take the action. That's what guys, short and sweet. Once they click and open the email, you got to send them to one of 2 places, which we'll talk about right now. 2 options. Number 1 is obviously your lead bait. Number 1 would be whatever, if you're broadcasting to your list, you send them to your offer, to that lead bait. If you're selling something, you send them to your lead bait for whatever that offer is. And they go to it, and if you've done the work up front, right, you're exchanging something, that lead bait, in exchange for their email address. If you're broadcasting, you've already got their email, but you're wanting to sell them this product or offer, whatever that would be. So there's 2 options. You're going to want to send them to your offer or your blog. And guys, really, your blog is a big deal. It's like your hub. It's your nervous system. It's the central thing. And really, it's the only thing that you truly own. So sending people to Facebook, I do that from time to time just to get some interaction, engagement over there. But your blog is really where, or like in a PS subject line, or you can send them to your Facebook or YouTube or something. But really where I would really focus is just your lead bait, which is your offer, or your blog. Because the more engagement, the more people, eyeballs, clicks, views you get to your money site, which has your brand, your business, all that good stuff, you own that. Facebook can't take that away. YouTube can't shut you down. Twitter can't change all of a sudden, and Instagram can't screw you over. That's why you really, if you've got something big to say, something long to say in an email, what I recommend is that you write 2 or 3 paragraphs in that email, dangerously persuasive copy, pique their curiosity, get them to click, and then drive them to your blog and write the long thing there or the long video or whatever that is. Always, always, always have a call to action in your email, and always use what you now know about dangerously persuasive copy and fulfill their needs. Curiosity, especially, you want to absolutely invoke that. If you send them to your lead bait, this isn't going to be a shocker now. Use similar copy in your email subject line and your email itself that is in your ad and your capture page. Same as from, we just talked about capture page to ad. This is from ad to email. So if someone's going to click on a subject line, see language in the subject line and then a couple of snippets of copy in the email itself, and then they get to the capture page, It's the exact same thing as from ad to capture page, just so it's congruent. So keep that in mind. If you're sending people to an offer to go in and get your lead bait, you want that language to be congruent as well. If you send them to your blog, guys, again, action steps, always. And it doesn't mean tell them to go buy something necessarily. However, that's cool sometimes too, right? Provide some value in your blog post and then either send them to some lead bait. So guys, imagine you send an email, couple of paragraphs, and then you have a link to the blog. Even if it's like a holiday message or something fun, send them to your blog. That is a good thing. Google loves that. And you want the engagement, you want the likes, you want the shares over there, you want the good stuff. Okay? Provide some value in the blog post and then either send them to the lead bait. Okay, so it's just a roundabout. Instead of just sending them straight to your lead bait, you're sending them to a blog to do some maybe pre-selling or giving them some value. Or if it's just a value blog post with absolutely nothing to sell, totally cool. At least tell them to comment, like, and share if they got some value. Always, always, always tell them to do something, whether it's check out the link, check out this cool free gift, check out this, you wouldn't say lead bait to them, but drive them over there, or just tell them to engage in your stuff if they liked it. Keep your emails tight, capture attention, interrupt their pattern, and engage. You want to invoke curiosity so much so that they have to click the link in your email. Create an itch that they have to scratch. Okay? Always and above all else, provide value to your email subscriber list, and your list will pay you for life. Be very careful about your list, guys. That is your number one asset as a business owner, as an online business owner. So, let's go over some specifics, some things that you can say. Again, I'm very keen on just having a couple of paragraphs in your email and then driving them somewhere. I don't write 10-page letters and emails anymore. You may see some other marketers doing that. I just don't see, like, if I'm going to put 500 to 1,000 words in an email, I would rather have that be on my blog. I mean, that's content. If I throw it in an email, it's one and done. Why would I do that? Have a couple of paragraphs to do the thing that's going to get them to click your link and then drive them to your blog post or your lead bait. So the PS and the PPS in your emails, very, very cool. PS, guys, it's like a second headline. People skim emails and sales letters to read these often. It really is like a second headline. We've watched it with heat maps. It's pretty neat stuff on websites and things like that. 3 options. Include links to your lead bait or your blog, and this is inside the PS or PPS, so you would include just a straight up link to your lead bait or your blog. You can drive them up in your email in what would be, in my opinion, a very short, very concise email, just a couple paragraphs. Again, I highly recommend, if it's long, go put it on your blog. Get some Google love to it. Get some engagement. Keep it there forever. Emails, one and done. Keep it on your blog, man. Why not? So drive them back up into that very short email, and I'll give you an example, and or open loops and open hooks to get them to open tomorrow's email. Now, this is outside of having a link in the email to drive them to your lead bait or your blog. This is just strictly talking about the PS and PPS, okay? So this is an example of just including a link to something, to your lead bait or your blog. You won't get another gift, and your signature, whatever your autoresponder is, you won't get another gift like this again. You have the opportunity to bring the best of the best into your home office over the holidays, but the clock is working against you. Click here now and take action. That's it. Click here now and take action. Link, boom, done. Cool? Pretty simple, right? Just use PS often, and very often, and PPS too as well. So this one is to drive them back up into your email. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And you may say, well, it's only going to be a couple paragraphs, or it's a short email. What do you mean by that? Totally cool. And I'll show you and explain this here. First off, it's a command. It's a command. When we talk about mind hacking and persuasion and getting them to think and do the things we want them to do, remember that months ago at this point? The commands are a great way to do it. It gets people to start doing what you say. If they go and do it, if they're not a customer yet, they are that much closer to buying from you now. It's like baby steps to the finish line being you get paid. So getting people to do the things you ask them / tell them to do, guys, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing for your bank account and your business. It lets the prospect know that your emails are actually important and they need to read them. You don't just want them to open the email and then poof, they're gone. Like, hey, Did you get that? Did you check out what I said in bullet number 3 or paragraph 2? That was important. That's important. I want you to get that. That's going to make a difference and impact in your life. So this is an example. P.S. Did you read all the bullet points in this email right below paragraph number 3 that explain all of the free trainings you get instant access to when you scoop up your ticket? These trainings alone can make you 10 times the price of the event ticket in a matter of days if you apply the information. Go reread those bullets again. This is important, and take action now. That's what I mean by drive them back up into your email. Driving them back up will also engage them and get them even more shot. Like maybe once they go and reread whatever it is you send them to, they're more apt to now click the link and go visit whatever website, lead bait, blog post, whatever you've got there. Now, this is the third option with PS and PPS lines in your emails. Guys, this is so easy to do. Do it. You should be emailing regularly anyway. You want to be in their face, and not in like an annoying way, but just continually providing value, always. Open loops and open hooks to get them excited to open tomorrow's email. Keeps them engaged, anticipating your next email, and hungry for more. It's like a cliffhanger on an HBO drama series, something like Game of Thrones, which sucks that it's in the we're in between seasons now, but I don't watch any TV, but I got hooked on that show. And yeah, at the end of, and guys, trailers do this too, but at the end of those types of series, they leave you with something. You got to show up for the next one. You're hooked, and it's engaging. It's the same thing. You telling your prospect, hey, tomorrow's going to be incredible because of X. Just keep your eyes on your email because of X, Y, Z. Doing something like that, it's like a saga. It's like you're like a soap opera series, which people love. I mean, drama, right? People love drama. That's why those things are on the air. People watch them. But guys, you're an entrepreneur. I assume you are like me and don't spend your time watching that bullshit. But the same psychology triggers work. So having these open loops and open hooks at the end of your email gets them prepared consciously and unconsciously for your next email that's coming tomorrow or in 2 days or whatever. For example, oh yeah, and tomorrow I'll finish our story about how my friend Sarah took last week's training, applied it, and was able to create X 14 grand in business over the last 5 days. And I'll prove how you can too. Do you guys see how these little things they pop up everywhere? Everywhere. This is why this course wasn't just how to create a sales letter. This is copy in general. This is in emails. This is in blog posts. This is in Facebook updates. This is in Twitter. This is in everything that you're doing in your videos. It changes your language patterns because now you know how to tap into the minds, hack into the minds of your prospects and get them to do the things you want them to do. Tangent. Keep your eyes on your email. That's it. That's the PS. Keep your eyes on your email. Tomorrow will be a wild one. That's it. So tomorrow I'll finish our story about how my friend Sarah took last week's training, applied it, made X amount and whatever over the last 5 days. And I'll prove how you can too. Keep your eyes on your emails. Tomorrow's a wild one. PPS, in the meantime, make sure you claim your time-sensitive free gift here. Time-sensitive free gift here. Urgency, leadbait.com. PS, PPS. You can send them to your leadbait or blog. You can drive them back up into your email. Or, you can embrace all of these pretty darn easily. Or this one right here, open loops and open hooks to get them excited, make sure that they show up for tomorrow's email and they open that. That's how you get high rates, guys. It's like a series. It's a never-ending series. You just keep providing value. And that's what happens in things like product launches online. Like, hey, tomorrow's going to be X. It doesn't need to be a product launch. It's just your life, your business, your email subscribers. Make sure that they keep showing up and opening your stuff. And it's on you to keep engaging and educating them, entertaining them. Make sure they keep coming back for more. And this is one way to do it. And one thing that we use all day in most of our, all of our autoresponders is we use written testimonies freely. And guys, this is like 1 or 2 lines, right? Just a snippet somewhere. Maybe it's in the PS, maybe it's in the body, maybe it's just at the very top of the email. It doesn't hurt. Social proof is amazing. Guys, I'm telling you that they use testimonies as many times. Actually, we do have an email that goes out that is literally just like 5 or 10 written testimonies. With a call to action, of course. Always, right? Okay. I wouldn't say do that often for the product that we sell. I wouldn't say do that all the time, but use testimonies intelligently, use them freely, and in my opinion, use them often. Don't go overboard. Find the happy medium, But guys, testimonies and emails, and I don't mean 6, 7, 8-page testimony. I'm talking about like 2 or 3 little sentences. Remember, they want it fast, they want it easy. To keep these emails short, keep them tight. The goal is to get them to open it. Same thing as with the headline, same thing as with the ad. It's all the same parameters, all the same metrics, all the same steps, all the same instructions, right? Get them to open it and then get them to click wherever you're sending them to, wherever the goal is for you. Subscribe. Just a couple more tips here on email. Subscribe to your competitors' blogs. Do a little market research and competitive analysis on what the #1 guy or gal is doing in your niche. This will also help you craft and create your best lead bait. And guys, you don't just, I'm not saying take other people's work at all, but it does help you get inside, like whoever's the most successful person or business or company in your niche. Just find out what they're doing. You want to be smart about of what's going on in your niche anyway, in your industry. This will only help you hone, develop, dial in, and create your best lead bait. What you want to do is create, we've talked about swipe files for sales letters, but you want to create a swipe file for subject lines that make you open emails. What calls to action get you to actually click inside the emails? And guys, swipe file for your lead bait, for capture pages, for sales pages that gets you to buy. If you find yourself going through a funnel that you find irresistible from email, they got you to open the email. From the email body, they got you to click the link in the email. They got you to fill out the form on the ad. They got you to buy, and they got you to buy some of the one-time offers. Take screenshots of things that work for you. You are your best human experiment. You are a marketer. You're in the game. You're listening to my voice. You are as good as anyone. If you want to know what works, when you go and buy something or are intrigued to buy something, or they pique your curiosity to take the action, take some screenshots, man, and start building your swipe file. It will become a 7-figure library arsenal, just value. You can go into that and instantly have ideas flowing for whatever you're doing. Create a swipe file. Please, www.brianfinale.com. Come on over to my blog, subscribe, and you can hop on my list and you can get a sneak peek for some of the things that I do. I'd love to have you. Come on over and you can subscribe, and I deliver a whole bunch of value, which is always #1. The one thing you can do to make sure that you just build your business is provide value. That's the one sacred thing that you must keep doing daily to build a successful business. Okay, so if you want to come subscribe to my blog, see how I play the game, feel free to do that. Order page persuasion. Let's transition again. Order pages. My friends, if you are creating your own products and offers and driving people to an order page where they're giving you their credit card information, man, I see so many countless marketers do this wrong. I can't tell you, even our company, there are people that hit our order page that still don't buy. And we're constantly testing stuff, and we've dialed this thing in pretty good. But still, people will go and click the add to cart button, but they won't buy. And these are the things that we now have on our page that have gotten us the highest conversions. When people visit the order page, you'd be surprised if you don't have an order page set up and you aren't tracking this, how many people will actually hit this page and not buy. And it is your job to make them feel comfortable, make them feel safe and secure, make them want to continue and finish the process to actually buy. They fill out their credit card and you get paid. Order page is vitally important. So many marketers drop the ball here. They do. They really do. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to show you our order page. Guys, yes, remember, it was one of those mind hacks, getting people to agree with you. Yes, yes, yes. Emotions is everything. That's a transfer. Sales is nothing but the transfer of emotions. Act now, urgency, time sensitive, quick recap of the order so they know exactly what they are getting, including the value of what it is, so you can stack it and make sure that they know the crazy, irresistible deal that they are getting access to right now. A welcome video, thank you video, what's about to happen when you buy, trust, report. It makes you real. Like, hey, I'm not just buying from a complete stranger, because not everyone's comfortable with buying online. The more you can feel comfortable, you can make them feel comfortable about the purchase, the higher conversion rates you're going to have. So putting a video of you just speaking authentically from the heart, like, hey, yeah, I'm excited for you. What you're about to get is extremely valuable information. It's taken me years to compile, And what's going to happen here when you put in your credit card, I'm going to be with you the entire step of the way. I'm actually going to show you right now real quick what's going to happen in the back office. You can do things like that just so to even lower their resistance even more and make sure they actually continue and finish through the process. I'll show you what I mean by that, where that video is on our order pages. Progress bar, and you'll see this in one-time offers as well. People love to feel complete. They want that progress bar complete. Let them complete it, i.e. pay you. Money back guarantee badges, trust badges, I'll show you what those are, testimonies all day, secure order form, secure SSL. Yes, all this stuff should be on your order page, and this is what it looks like. Lots of arrows here. Okay, so the order page, the one without all the arrows, they're the exact same page. This isn't like comparing the two, but I wanted you to see what it looks like without all the red arrows pointing stuff out. Now, this is just the top half of the order page. I'll just point out all the arrows from the top there. You see the progress bar. They're in the delivery section. Now they're going to get to the finish. Progress bar. That has increased conversions. Secure order form. Act fast. Buy forever. Guys, how many yeses are on this? Yes, I want financial freedom now. I'm excited and ready to buy now. I've got my video there. Now to the right, that little column. Guys, this is the recap of what they're buying. The whole thing. Right there. On the right, there's tangible values. I'm price conditioning. Guys, this is like for a $10 offer. I'm telling them that top one's priceless. Each of those things are worth $1,000 tangible value. I have yes at the beginning of every single bullet there. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm about to join a community and family, boom. And notice what, I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can, get leads and make more money now. Everything, the emotions and actions, the benefits that I want, the feelings I want them to attach to me and my product, service, or offer is what I'm underlining. And you know all this, guys. You see how everything bleeds into, like, this is everything, this copy stuff. Yes, the second one, yes, create an infinite amount of capture pages that convert and make me sales. Third one down, finally make money with my business. Build my list. Fourth one down, finally create financial freedom. Lots of stuff going on here, guys. This is the bottom half. You'll notice at the very top, secure SSL encryption. Your information is safe and secure. And just more of the same on the right there. Yes, more yeses. Rake in thousands of leads each month. Yes, I am finally ready to get more leads and make more money with my business. The one underneath that there, risk-free money-back guarantee test drive, and that I can cancel at any time by simply clicking one button or by emailing support. Lowers their resistance. There's no more barriers. We're getting rid of all that shit. We're melting that away. This is what we need to do on our order pages, guys. Money back guarantee. Those trust badges, I don't even know what the hell Norton, to be honest, I don't know what those are. Some of my business partners put those on there. They're valid. I don't know, have any idea. I know Authorize.net is one of our merchants that we use. But guys, that just does something for them in the prospect's mind to make them feel comfortable. Like, hey, this isn't a scam. They're legit. You've got the testimonies on the bottom right, the far right. Finish my order, my. Remember we talked about this. Give me my, mine. I'm assuming. It's suggestive, assumptive language and language patterns. It's theirs already. It's mine. Finish my order versus finish your order. No, language is everything. Persuading them, leading down the path, right? Persuading their mind, getting them to think the way we want them to think. It is already theirs. Act as if, as such. It is already theirs. Click the button. It's mine anyway. Finish my order. More trust badges on the bottom. In fact, those are the exact same badges on the right as well. Now, the last section of this training, one-time offer, copywriting secrets. And this is, again, this isn't a funnel product, but we just do so much volume and so much revenue on the one-time offers that I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't at least welcome you or walk you into my world with these and give you some tips to get the highest conversions on these one-time offers. Now, what these are, someone just buys. They bought your product. Their credit card is still in their hand. They bought your buy bait, whatever it was, 5, 10, 20, 50 bucks, whatever the front end low ticket offer is. They bought it. Their credit card is still in their hand. This is why you guys, this is what's so cool is that when you know this stuff and you have this in place, you know your metrics, you can actually spend $20, $30 for a $7 customer if you know your metrics and still be profitable because of what I'm about to show you. Immediately after someone buys your buy bait, you must hit them with more congruent stuff. Just ask yourself what else. This question has made me rich. It really has. Guys, the takeaway on this is congruency. congruency from when they buy. It's got to make sense. If you want to make more sales in this OTO funnel, it's got to make sense. It's got to be congruent. And what you do is you ask yourself, what else can I give? What else could they be interested in? How could you be of more service, provide more value? What could you offer them? Is there something similar, something complementary, offers and products? Can you upsell them, downsell them, cross-sell them? I will tell you what we do is we start with the biggest one up front for a handful of reasons. One being because if they've got $500 left that they want to spend, maybe for that offer, if you go for like a $50 offer, then a $100 offer, then the $500 offer, and they took the first two, you lost what could have been your biggest product because now they're over their limit. They don't want to spend anymore. Even they would have bought it had they had that offer up front. So what we do, and we've tested this, is put our biggest OTO first. Go for it. Go for the big daddy. Go for the big offer for you. Okay? Because this is where the magic happens. This has made us millions of dollars. And I'll prove it to you in just a second. But my recommendation is put your highest OTO offer up front. Okay? Because they might not even make it to the very end. So you want to make sure your most expensive OTO product is up front immediately after they take your buy bait. So anyway, an upsell is when the offer right after they take your product, your buy bait, the next congruent offer is more expensive than that buy bait. A downsell is obviously lower, less expensive than the initial previous offer, and a cross sell is the exact same. It's congruent. The offer is congruent and the price point is exactly the same. So what could you offer? Coaching. Guys, coaching. I have made a tiny fortune off of coaching over the years. People love this. They really just want someone to talk to, and it's so easy. It is so easy. You can win big here. What is your time worth? So, for example, if you're like in finance and you're selling some product that teaches people how to play the market or how to read the market or something like that, what could you give maybe 2 or 3 hours of coaching on how to read, how to maybe log into Scottrade and read some of those crazy, how to just navigate it, to get one-on-one time with a seasoned investor on how to navigate whatever would be valuable in that marketplace. Could you give, if they bought your $500 product, is that worth an hour of your time to show them the ropes on something that they know, that they would see value in? Maybe if you're teaching people how to generate leads, if you've got a $500 offer, right, and you created a product for $500, is it worth your time to give them an hour of critique session where once they set up their ads, you get on a webinar with them and you just simply critique? Give them an hour of your time. And there's going to be a time and place for this. That might make sense for your business. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you don't want to do that type of stuff. That is the type of stuff in one-time offers that will kill it. Giving them access to you. And you can get as creative as you want. That's why you got to step into your right brain and get creative with this, okay? So coaching, if you want to make more money, step up, figure out how to add access to you in your one-time offers or as bonuses to some of your products, and you will convert more. Done for you. Anything that's done for you converts extremely well. People want stuff done for them. Events, high-end retreats, I don't know if that's in your business model or in your business plan. We do them. We do retreats at 5, going to be doing them probably closer to $10,000. With these high-end retreats, my friends, man, something that you could think about. Again, I don't know your business model or what you're selling, but could you do a weekend at your house or in your community somewhere at like at a hotel or something where you go through and you give them 2 8-hour sessions Saturday and Sunday? And you get some speakers together and you give them, or you don't give it as a bonus, but that is another offer that you could give someone that's, again, congruent. If it's not congruent, it's not going to work. But if you have an offer up front with your buy bait, right, and you could hit them with some type of event or high-end retreat or coaching or something done for you that's laser congruent for upsells and downsells and cross-sells, guys, this will make or break your business. And it really can make the difference between profitability or going bankrupt. The secret here is congruency from offer to offer. It's got to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, they're not going to buy and you're wasting your time. So for example, if I'm selling a product like an SEO product, a great one-time search engine optimization, basically where I'm teaching people how to rank their blogs or other pieces of content on Google. And in order to do that, I need content. Wow. If I sold a search engine optimization product, what if I had a one-time offer that actually gave the customer articles, content done for you, actually written for you? They're designed to rank you, your brand, your business. They're done for you. So not only am I teaching you how to rank them, I'm actually giving you content, the content that will convert and sell your product for you. That is what I'm talking about congruent. A second best thing where with that SEO product, with blogging and search engine optimization, okay, Mr. Buyer, now with their buyers, we're changing that relationship. And that's why that buy bait is so critical. Get them in the door. Get them in the door for like $5 or $10 and then watch the magic happen. They buy an SEO product. Oh, hey, Mr. and Mr. Prospect, what if I'll set up your blog for you? You outsource it. You do it for like, I don't know, $50. Get someone to outsource. You can probably do it even cheaper. And you charge them $300, $400, $500. Or maybe, hey, you liked SEO training. Well, hey, you know what else is cool? Facebook marketing. I've got another product about that. You can add more weapons, more pegs of the table. You know, you've got this banquet table of success, your business, right? And you need different lead sources. A table doesn't stand straight with one leg. You've got to get 4 pillars in place that are generating you leads so that you are diverse. If something has a bad day with your lead gen source, you've still got 3 or 4 other ones cranking for you. And you can frame it that way. That's what I mean by congruency, okay? How could you be of more service, provide more value? Provide more value to the marketplace, you make more money. It really is that simple. It is 1 million times easier. 1 million times easier to sell to a current customer. Remember, this changes the relationship from lead to buyer. It does. Once they are a buyer, they've bought, man. Now the floodgates are open. That is now a buyer. Your buyer's list is that is the biggest asset. If the list is your number one asset, that buyer's list could and will pay you for life if you treat it properly. You send them gifts, you give them special offers, you make them feel special. Really. 1 million times easier to sell to a current customer than to search fresh fields looking for new resources. Okay? 1 million times easier. Must be congruent. Your copy offer must be congruent all the way through. That is the takeaway for this entire presentation, from ad to capture page to sales page to order page to one-time offers. All of it. You want the highest conversions? Make sure you do that. 50 to 90% of the revenue from our funnels come from these. And I just want to show you some numbers. Do you want fries with that? One of the biggest one-time offers ever, the biggest companies ever. It wasn't about the burger. It was the add-on. Do you want fries with that? And notice, you want fries with that. That is a command hidden in the question. You want fries with that. Someone over there knows what they're doing. Fries and a Coke? Do you want fries and it's the upsell, the add-ons. That's where they make their money. Us too. Just a quick, before I show you the one-time offers, we've got the lead bait, the buy bait. We went over the ad just now. We went over the emails, both of which precede the lead bait. Into the buy bait. Once we get them to our capture page, we give them the lead bait, boom, and we've got an offer form. That's our buy bait, low ticket. Got to the order page, exact, very congruent language with everything we were talking about in our funnel. For my specific, I showed you that language was all throughout the entire funnel, from ad to lead to buy bait. So order page, boom, and now we're getting into the bottom part, the one-time offers. And just so you know, we do for one specific funnel, I just picked one at random, and we have a $430 to $1,500 offer up front with a couple of different options. Then a $500 offer. If they say no to that $500 offer, they get a $300 offer, which breaks that $500 offer into like 2/3, where they get a huge chunk of it, but at a discounted price. Then the final offer is $50. Notice $1,500 to $500 to $300 to $50. That's right now essentially what we're doing with one of our companies. What else? OTOs. This offers a $10 14-day test drive right here into a $50 per month membership. We don't even offer this one anymore. Total OTO, and this is just point of sale. This funnel is actually made as well over millions, probably closer to $10 million with just this funnel right here, okay? Check this out. The total OTO percentage made up 71% of the total revenue in this funnel. Let me show you what this means. Without this OTO in place, we would have left $680,000 on the table. And this is just, again, at the point of sale on a $5 offer. $5 offer. Or made only $271,000 instead of $952,000. So this funnel did $1.1 million at the point of sale. $952,000 of it came from one-time offers. If we didn't have that in place, we would have made $271,000. 271,000. Do you guys know that's 700 grand, and it changes the game. On a $5 offer overall, we net $40 per customer, or 8 times more than our initial buy bait up front. That is why we do buy bait. You may think $5, $7, $8, $10 doesn't mean much. Oh, well, that may not seem like much up front, but that is the tip of the iceberg. That is, we got to get them through the gate. And then when we do, the floodgates open, the avalanche starts pouring, and we dial this thing in to the tune of 71% of the entire revenue of this entire funnel is coming on the back end. Now we know this is pretty, when I talked about earlier, you can spend 30, 40, 50 bucks per customer if the initial offer is $5 up front because of this. We know that we can go spend 40 bucks to get one customer on a $5 trial and still be profitable. That's where the game changes, because it's like an ATM. Like, how fast can we spend money to get people to this funnel? It's like a magic slot machine. It really is. Right? Because when you know your metrics to this degree, and you have not just your lead bait and buy bait set up front, but the one-time offer, and it's congruent, and you're using language that is dangerously persuasive copywriting, and it's just laser targeted, you're fulfilling needs all along the way, and you're serving and providing value, lights out, man. You got a business. And again, this is just the point of sale. This goes into a $50 a month membership. Okay? So when I say, this offer has done millions of dollars. If I were to see this slide in the future and I didn't have this in place over the last couple of years, I would be very upset. OTOs work. More of the same here. 89%, guys. 89%. Without this one-time offer, this is just another offer. In fact, we discontinued this one as well. Without this OTO in place, we would have left $189,000 on the table, or made only 22 grand instead of $212,000. On a $2 offer, overall, we net $19 per customer. That's 9 times more our initial buy bait. 9 times. We can spend 9 times more than the buy bait for a customer and still be profitable. This right here, all these numbers right here, this is just point of sale. This is a lot more business coming as it's a continuity per month membership. And this is no continuity, just a straight up product. Without this OTO in place, we would have left 53 grand on the table, or made only 57 instead of 111. 48% of the revenue. On a $47 offer, we net 82 per customer. So that means we can spend almost 2 times more than our initial buy bait offer up front and still be profitable. We can spend 83 bucks to get one customer on a $50 offer and still be profitable. And I show you this not to brag. I want you to understand how powerful this OTO funnel is and what it can mean for your business. And now that you know how to get people to take action, how to fulfill needs, how to engage them, hook them, how to speak to their unconscious with stories, metaphors, analogies, future pacing them, getting them in the future, getting them to feel what it would be like with or without the product of the one-time offer or whatever. And I showed you this in I believe the Mind Hack section, but this is when we say one-time offer, this is it. There'd be a little video, maybe a little blurb, some images, and that's it. What really gets them is the no thank you. I realize I will never see this offer again, but my competitors will. Use that. If you're building your own business and you've got one-time offers, that link sucks, man. They don't want to click that link. That's painful. That is pain. This annual option right here alone increased our revenue $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day overall here. Some would take the 3 options, 6 options. Some would take the annual. $1,000 a day increase when we added this in revenue, when we added this one-time offer. Anything done for you, again, will help you boost conversions. What else? That's just the question. All you got to do is ask yourself that. And guys, there's a bunch of software for those who like saying, I want to do this stuff. I don't know how to integrate it. I don't know the tech stuff. Just Google it. This isn't the time or the place to go into that stuff. It's not that hard to figure out, or you can get a tech guy. Yeah, you can do this. You can do this. And all you need to do is keep asking yourself, continually ask yourself, what else? What else can you do? What can you provide? Price, condition, mind hacks. I showed this slide earlier, but I just want to make sure that you see this again now that we're into a little bit of one-time offers and what it could mean for your business. It's all about frame and stacking the perceived value. And if you add PDFs, PowerPoints, keynotes, notes, transcriptions, audio MP3s, no extra work or cost for you. You use Fiverr.com for bonuses. You can frame bonuses for like $300 and get them done on Fiverr for $5. That's smart. That is you becoming a very intelligent marketer and middleman to get the job done and give the customer what they want anyway. You're just taking the margins there for you as a business owner. It's awesome. And this is what, when we talked about this earlier, this was another one-time offer, so I just wanted to show it to you. I'm very visual here. Again, option 1, we wanted to sell the thing for $150. This is the physical version. Option 2 was just the digital version. Okay? So that's cool. We'll take $100 for the digital. For digital products, there's really no cost, really, once the product itself is created, right? Option 3, we wanted $150. So basically, we got what we wanted, and we just flip the switch and give them access to a digital version as well. Cost us nothing, no extra time, aside from ripping the DVDs and putting them online and creating a member site and giving them access when they bought. And then there's that gross, ugly, no thank you link they never want to click. I realize I will never see this offer again, but my competitors will. With OTOs, just ask yourself, what else? What else can you give? Get creative and stay congruent throughout the funnel with your copywriting and your message, from ad to capture page, to sales page, to order page, to one-time offers, guys, and this can become a well-oiled machine for your business. So here's a recap. Start with the end in mind, the sales page, and as we've said countless times on here, work backwards to the ad itself. Sales page to capture page to ad, and you will do no wrong. You can do this. You guys have so many printouts and strategies and so many good things I wish I had years ago. And I know you're going to apply it, so I'm excited to see what happens with you here. Take it how does a mouse eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Just build the sales page up and then work your way back. And it doesn't need to, this isn't rocket science, guys. Give yourself the breathing room, because I want you to have fun with this. If it's not fun and you're pulling your hair out, you're not going to do it. Just take it bite by bite, go through these modules again from sales page to capture page to ad, and you'll kill this thing, man. Your capture page headline will essentially become your front end advertisement. We talked about that. That was like one of the biggest takeaways from the first section here is that, for me, guys, that's an aha moment. Your capture page headline, it has to be your advertisement. If you want it to convert, that's all it is. That's all it can be, because it has to be congruent. The message has to stay the same. And what's really neat, guys, is that if they click on your ad, if that's the language, if that's what gets them to click, they will opt in. They're again raising their hand, they're interested, they want to fill out the form. Does that make sense? Like, if they're clicking the ad with specific language, they're there, man. They're on your page. That headline in your capture page better be very congruent and very similar, if not the exact same as what you had in the advertisement itself that got them to click in the first place. Always and everywhere, fulfill needs. If ever in doubt, here you go. Your 12 needs, guys. Refer to it often and always. Congruent copywriting from ad to capture to sales to order to OTO. Huge. Your ads and lead bait must have perceived value and real value. Must offer a laser-targeted solution to a targeted market. Must convey you actually have a solution to their pain. Must promise one Big Daddy solution, fast and easy, instant gratification, specific. They must know exactly what they are getting and in what format. Remember, speak to their unconscious. Elicit feelings, emotions, metaphors, anchors, stories, analogies, and images. Capture their attention with your ad, as well as with you guys. The exact same rules follow for the capture page and email, for that matter. Capture their attention, engage their mind, interrupt their pattern, invoke curiosity in their brain, convey to them that you have the solution they want, fulfill their needs, get the right people to click your ad. Forbidden funnels, done and done. You guys got this, man. I'm excited. We are going to move on fast to the critique. I can't wait to see what you got. The time for talk is over. It is now time for you to start applying and implementing if you haven't already. Get in the game instead of sitting on the sidelines. If you haven't done anything yet, the critique is next, and I'm looking for your material. Send it to me. I will critique it live for the entire group. I can't wait to see where we go from here. You guys rock. I will see you on the next webinar.